It is a little chilly out there for this Halloween evening, but it is dry. We did show you those clouds on the Skycam off to the south. This is what we're looking at right now. This is a stalled out front, the same front that came through yesterday, not really moving anywhere. We pan to the Midwest right now, moving over Chicago. You've got this, almost looks like, say like a galaxy. You can see that big swirl, that comma-like feature of low pressure moving and spinning and dancing these showers and snow squalls right on over the city, heading down towards South Bend, Indiana, getting into Toledo, Ohio right now, and parts of the Great Lakes as well as you head off towards Lake Erie in Ontario, Detroit, also dealing with some rain and snow shower activity. This low is going to enhance that decaying front, and it's going to sort of rejuvenate it as it moves a little bit closer to us. So let's take a look at what happens here on Futurecast. And again, that front sort of revamps itself over the next 12 hours, and that's going to cause some rain to really explode around this low that develops just offshore. So really, most of the precipitation either offshore or just hugging the coastline. So South County out towards Cape Cod, the islands, best chance for rain as we head into the overnight and early on Wednesday. You've got this trough that extends back to the west, and there is that same low that went over the Midwest. So you are going to eventually see some precipitation filling in here as we head into the afternoon hours. And the air is so cold in place over the Northeast right now that some of that on the tail end here as we head towards Wednesday evening, this event may finish with some wet snowflakes or some sleet mixed in. Not accumulating snow, but snow nonetheless could be the first flakes of the season. Followed up by the first freeze of the season as we head into Thursday morning. Skies clear quickly as that storm heads out to sea. Here we are at 11 p.m. And boy, are we going to see those temperatures plummeting by Thursday morning to around freezing or below freezing. So there will be freeze conditions, even though we will not see a frost advisory, a freeze, well, it wouldn't be a frost advisory anyway, a freeze watch or a freeze warning, which you can see extend from the mid-Atlantic right now all the way down to Texas. Millions of folks dealing with a nice freeze coming up either tonight or tomorrow night, depending on, again, where they are at the moment. But for this region, it's more tonight. For this region, it's more tomorrow night. And that does include parts of the Northeast, coastal Connecticut, namely. But again, why don't we have a freeze watch up for our area? It's because the Boston National Weather Service ends that program, ends the program, they call it, for frost and freeze conditions on November 1st. So we're a day off from getting a freeze watch here across the area, but that does not mean, again, we're not going to be dealing with those conditions. Frost is not likely tomorrow morning. Again, it's going to be cloudy. Rain will be developing, especially from south, eventually moving north. Then we plummet down to freezing on Thursday morning. Friday morning will be another chilly morning with frost likely. Outlying areas could see another morning of freezing conditions before much milder air begins working in, heading towards Friday and the weekend. We're looking at temperatures around 60 degrees both days, varying amounts of sun and clouds, a very, very nice end to the week. We're not going to see that rain getting here until well after midnight for Providence. So here's your trick-or-treat forecast again. Sunny skies, sun setting, of course, and we'll start to see clouds building in, but we're going to be dry really for much of the area until tomorrow morning, except for the immediate shoreline. 7-day forecast, there's Thursday. Again, a cold, cold morning. Freeze, 49 is your high temperature. It'll actually be a little bit warmer than tomorrow. And again, combined those temperatures with the rain, Tiffany, it's just going to feel gross tomorrow afternoon across much of the area. And again, we may see some wet snowflakes flying, but much, much better, improving in all aspects of the forecast by the time we get to the weekend.